Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea from Brendon Burchard's Life's Golden Ticket. It's this belief that you, yes, you, already hold the key to a second chance, no matter what's in your past. So let's figure out how that works.
I mean, it's a feeling we all know, right? That sense that something from your past is just kind of hanging over you, weighing you down, and keeping you from really moving forward.
Yep. Guilt, resentment, fear. The book calls these the unseen chains that wrap around our potential. And the crazy part is, a lot of the time we don't even realize how tight their grip really is.
Okay, so before we can get to the solution, we've got to really understand the problem. So let's start right there by taking a closer look at these unseen chains and the weight they carry.
So, the story kicks off with this character who wanders into a pretty mysterious amusement park, but, he's not there for the rides or anything. He's carrying all this exact emotional baggage. And his journey? It's really meant to be a mirror for ours.
But here's the thing. This story doesn't just point out the problem and leave you there. No, it actually offers a really powerful path to freedom. And it all comes down to this one simple but totally transformative idea: life's golden ticket.
And here's the big reveal. The golden ticket. It's not what you think. It's not a lottery win, it's not some physical thing you find. It's a power that every single one of us already has. It's the choice. The choice we can make in any given moment to just start over.
Okay, but let's be real. Having this power and actually using it, totally different things, right? So the story gives us 5 keys to help us unlock that ticket and finally, claim our freedom.
Yep, 5. 5 simple but really profound ideas. So let's break them down one by one.
All right, key number 1 is all about a core belief. It is never too late. Seriously, your past doesn't get to write your future. Life is always, and I mean always, giving us chances to pivot, to try again. The only catch? You have to be willing to actually see the opportunity and then do something about it.
So what do we do about those chains we talked about? Well, that's key number 2. Holding on to resentment and anger is what keeps those chains heavy and locked tight. But letting go, that's the key. Forgiveness is what finally shatters them, and that gives you the freedom and lightness you need to actually grow.
And that brings us to key number 3. You gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Seriously, comfort zones and real growth, they just don't hang out together. Real progress, the stuff that actually matters, it only happens when we're willing to take a risk, be a little vulnerable, and step out into the unknown, even when we have no idea what's gonna happen next.
So once you're okay with that uncertainty, key number 4 asks a huge question. Okay, so what am I actually moving towards? And this isn't just about, ticking boxes or chasing goals. Real, true success is about alignment. It's about building your life around the things that genuinely matter to you, your values, your people, your sense of purpose.
And that leads us to the 5th and honestly the most important key of them all. This is the one that holds everything else up. Your golden ticket. It is choice. It's that simple. Moment-to-moment power you have to choose your thoughts, to choose your actions, to choose how you respond to whatever life throws at you. That's it. That's where every single change starts.
All right, so we get the philosophy, right? It sounds good. But now, let's get practical. How do we actually do this? This next part is all about forging your own path with a real, actionable plan. So, how do you use your ticket? I mean, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing to know you have it, but it's a whole other thing to actually cash it in. So let's look at a framework for putting all this stuff into practice.
The whole foundation of this action plan starts right here, creating what the book calls a golden ticket vision. Now, this is not just a to-do list. Forget that. This is a story. It's a one-page narrative you write about your ideal life, and it becomes your North Star, the thing that guides every single decision you make from here on out.
And here it is. Here's the 5-step plan. And I want you to notice the flow here, because it's really smart. First, you start inward with self-reflection. You got to get honest about where you feel stuck. Then, it's about forgiveness, actively letting go of that baggage so you can actually move. Only then do you design your vision, creating that North Star we just talked about. From there, it's all about action. You commit to a little bit of daily courage, one small thing that pushes your boundaries. And finally, accountability. You share your goals with someone, you check in on your progress. It's this beautiful cycle from awareness all the way to action and follow-through.
Okay, let's bring this all home. We're going to wrap this all up with the final and maybe the most important message of all.
The real magic of this whole golden ticket idea isn't just in reading a nice story. It's in realizing that the story, it's really an invitation. It's a call to action meant for your life, starting right now.
And this right here, this is the ultimate takeaway. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for some perfect, magical moment to arrive. The power to change, the power to start over, the power to choose a totally different path, that ticket, it's already in your hand.
So after all of this, it all boils down to one single question. The ticket is in your hand. The power is yours. The only thing left to decide is, are you going to use it?